Dear viewers, welcome to Tell It As It Is TV. We'll be bringing you ancient and modern true life stories with graphic images.
Please note that characters and some environs are fictional.
The law enforcement pulls outside K&K nightclub, busted in and arrested Kelly. Kelly and King are of Nigerian descent. They met each other in one of these tribes of brothers in diaspora meetings. Kelly is a legit businessman who deals on computer softwares and mobile phones accessories, while King is a big-time drug dealer. It happens that one Mr. Jack wanted to sell his nightclub. Mr. Jack is the owner of the famous J&J nightclub, which stands for Jack and Jill. The couple wanted to relocate to Canada, and so they wanted to sell their nightclub. King happens to be a constant crooner at the club. That is how he got to know Mr. Jack. So King is interested in buying, but he needs a partner to make the big purchase. So King invited Kelly out for them to have coffee together and discuss business, as Kelly neither drinks nor smokes. And so Kelly and King sat in a trendy cafe in Johannesburg, the home of conversations and clinking dishes filling the air. Kelly sipped his coffee, his brow furrowed as he listened to his old friend. "It's been a while, King. What's on your mind?" Kelly asked, curiosity piqued by King's enthusiasm. King leaned forward, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "Kelly, my friend, I've got a business proposition for you. How about we buy a nightclub together?" Kelly raised an eyebrow. "A nightclub? That's quite a shift from my usual line of work. And yours too, for that matter." King chuckled. "Exactly why it's a great idea. We'll combine our strengths. You handle the business side. I will bring in the crowd. We'll make a killing." Kelly paused, thinking it over. He can only agree to do business with King on his own terms. What do you think Kelly's terms could possibly be? What else than them running a legit and smooth business? Anything else, on the contrary, is a big no to Kelly, as he can't afford to dent his name and reputation he has built over 2 decades of living in the country. "I don't know, King. I'm not interested in getting involved in anything illegal. If we do this, it has to be clean. No drugs, no shady deals." King nodded earnestly. "Of course, Kelly. I promise. Strictly business. No funny business, I swear." A smile spread across Kelly's face as he extended his hand. "Alright then, let's do it. But remember, no illegal stuff. Our friendship and this business depend on it." King shook Kelly's hand firmly. "Deal. Here is to our new ventures." King agreed to Kelly's terms not to bring his drug dealings into the club business, and so they signed off all necessary papers and documentations, after which they bought the club and renamed it K&K Nightclub, which stands for Kelly and King. They made some renovations and started off on a clean slate. They both have equal percentage as well. The nightclub was buzzing with energy, a sea of people dancing and laughing under the vibrant lights. Kelly and King stood at the edge of the room, observing the lively crowd. "Look at this place. It's alive, King. We did it," Kelly said, his smile wide with pride. King grinned. "I told you it would be a hit. This is just the beginning, Kelly. We are going to take this city by storm." Kelly nodded, though a hint of caution lingered in his eyes. "As long as we keep it clean." "I mean it, King." "Relax, Kelly. We are partners, remember? Trust me," King replied, clapping Kelly's on the back. Business was good, but the unimaginable happened after 16 months of King and Kelly taking over K&K nightclub. In the quiet of Kelly's office at the nightclub, King moved with a calculated precision. He carefully hid packets of drugs in 2 separate drawers, his expression unreadable. "Sorry, Kelly," he muttered to himself, "but Rachel is worth it." Let's take a moment. Who do you think Rachel is? We'll find out as the story continues. Suddenly, the door opened. A security guard stepped in. "Mr. King, what are you doing here?" King quickly concealed the drug and turned with a smile. "Just checking in on a few things. You know how it is. Everything alright?" The guard nodded. "Yes, sir. Just making my rounds." Good, good. Keep up the good work," King said, his smile never wavering. The sound of chattering glasses and urgent shouts filled Kelly's office as police officers stormed in, led by Detective Sifo Dlamini. "Kelly Ndubisi, you are under arrest for possession and trafficking of illegal substances," Dlamini announced, his voice firm. Kelly stood frozen. Shock and confusion etched on his face. "What? There must be some mistake. I don't know anything about drugs." Detective Dlamini's gaze was stern. "We found the drugs in your office. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you do not have one will be provided for you. Stretch out your hands, please." As one of the police officers were putting handcuffs on Kelly's wrist, tears rolled down his cheeks as he tries to clear the webs on his imaginations. "But I categorically stated and warned King about drug dealings in the club. And now I am taking a fall for what I do not know of." Kelly asked himself as the police officers took him away. He also wished he can wake up from this nightmare. Kelly's voice broke with desperation. "I am being set up. You have to believe me." Let's take another moment. Can you take a wild guess why King set Kelly up? In your widest imagination, you might not be able to tell, but we will find out in a jiffy. King took a trip to Cape Town a day before police busted the club after he tipped them off. Kelly's lawyer advised him to plead guilty in order to get a lesser sentence. And so he was tried and sentenced for 16 years imprisonment. Kelly cried. His wife wailed. King never appeared in court. He remained in Cape Town until after the trial. And so he returned to Johannesburg a week after Kelly was sent to jail and visited him in prison. "Why, King? I warned you, and you gave me your words that there won't be any drug dealings at the club. I should have known that your words wouldn't be enough. Now all you could do is sit over there and tell me how sorry you are. Will you being sorry get me out of this damn jail?" Kelly queried. "I am sorry. The consignments were supposed to be moved almost immediately from the club, only for me to be informed that the client made a quick business trip to Cambodia. But the deed is done, King. All these narratives you're dishing out to me right now is medicine after death. You've ruined me, man. You've tarnished my image. I am sorry. I will speak to my lawyers and there will be a retrial." Don't be funny, my friend. A retrial without an evidence is like pouring water on rocks. I'll be lucky if the judge don't even slam me with more charges for wasting her time. Or will you be at the court to claim ownership of the drugs? King was silent. "I guess your silence means no. Just go, and make sure you take care of Rachel." In the dimly lit office, Detective Dlamini sifted through files, his brow furrowed in concentrations. Something doesn't add up, he murmured to himself. Kelly's record is clean. Let's see what King Mbadinuju has been up to. A colleague glanced over. You think King set him up? Dlamini nodded, a spark of determination in his eyes. I have a hunch. Time to dig deeper. After King left the prison the day he visited Kelly, he went straight to Rachel's house. The atmosphere was heavy with sorrow. Rachel sat on the couch, her eyes red from crying. King sat beside her, his expression one of concern. I don't understand, King. Kelly isn't a criminal, Rachel said, her voice shaking. King gently took her hand. I know, Rachel, but the evidence is hard to ignore. Maybe he got involved with the wrong people. Tears streamed down her face. I just want him back. This is a nightmare. King's voice was soft and comforting. I'm here for you, Rachel. Whatever you need. King really do take care of Rachel by checking on her and being nice to her. Kelly's wife do go to visit her husband in prison once in a fortnight, while King never visited after his first visit. 1 year after, King started dating Rachel after he has made several advances on her, and so she certainly gave up and gave in. That was the reason he set Kelly up. He had had eyes for Rachel, Kelly's wife, right from the first day he set eyes on her during a certain end-of-year party of Ohaneze Ndibo. So acquiring dual ownership of the club with Kelly was all his gimmick to set Kelly up and pursue his wife. Not business per se, as he is capable of acquiring the club single-handedly. Each time Kelly asked his wife why King is not visiting him in prison, she will make excuses for him by saying that he either traveled overseas or to other provinces for business deals. Or she may say that he's probably busy with some business or some deals. And she will also tell her husband that King is really taking good care of her. He better, Kelly added, and the wife left the prison that very day. In a dingy hideout, Detective Dlamini stood before King, a stack of documents in hand. King Mbadinuju, you are under arrest for drug trafficking and setting up Kelly Ndubisi, he declared. King sneered, defiance in his eyes. You have no proof. Dlamini held up the documents. Actually, we do. Enough to put you away for a long time. King's shoulders slumped as they were trying to handcuff him. He offered the police a bribe of 100,000 rand. But unfortunately for him, Dlamini isn't a corrupt officer. He rejected the offer and got King arrested.
The story has just began. Find out the aftermath of King's arrest in part 2. Please subscribe to our channel. Give us your thoughts on the comment section. Like and share.